there's a bit of water being put on. God knows why, but anyway, there's been a little bit of water put on, and so they'll respect that. You can see the cars there; they're pretty stable.
Yeah, just like last meeting, they respected each other, never touched each other. It's interesting. This, of course, is heat racing. On the front row of the grid, we have Greg Johnson in the 77T car, and Ewan Shearing on the outside of him. Then we move back to Paul Berg in the 76. Hayden Mackay will join him for the second row. Ian Burson, the 3NZ, with Kane Lawson in the 6C, the Magan Turbo car on his outside. And Ryan Marsden in the Heartland Potato Chips car, number 17, on the inside line. To the outside of him is going to be the very new Hypermac of Ray Stewart. Dave Manera in his new toy in the second to last row, with Malcolm Nata on the outside of him. Then Gavin Hill with Grant Harkis beside him, rounding out our pack.
Grant Harkis, I think, making season debut tonight.
Yep, certainly.
And I did, I said before about how this series had so many of the, most of the top currently running super saloons in the country, or in the South Island. But of course, the Bolton family's missing from this, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly are. Well, when Ricky was here last, he sustained a massive amount of damage to his car, courtesy of everyone else. I'm not sure what the plan with the rest of the family is. These cars just trying to dry that track out a little bit. You can see Shearing through the corner. Of course, Shearing, we haven't seen a lot of him here in his Super Saloon racing. We saw him in the saloons. This is the second Super Saloon that he's got after we've had in the last few years. This is the both of his cars have been the ex-Shane McIntyre machines. So this was brand new to Shane McIntyre. He ran it under Hydrolink colours.
That's right,
And then Shearing the end of last season. So it is the sister car to Burson's and Ray Stewart's and what have you out there.
So this is the first of three heats, Group A versus Group B. They do have names, it's in your program, but
we've got
Magan Turbo Group and Debbie the Webster Group. So we're about to go green and racing. Let's see what these guys can do over 12 laps. And there we go, and it's Shearing who gets the jump on the outside, and Hayden Mackay in the 86 car follows him through to take over second place. A few cars getting a little leery through turn one there, and the 34 of Ray Stewart getting a little held up and nudging the car in front, but he keeps going. And all the cars have got through into Enviro-Race turn. One on the wall there, I think that was Greg Johnson. Oh no, it was Ian Burson in the 3 car, beg your pardon. And he's dropped right back to second last place. Out front, Ewan Shearing seems to be doing it comfortably enough, lifting that inside front wheel. My word, just about catching a bird up in the sky. The 77 of Johnson, a little bit more circumspect behind him, but just as quick. The 86 of Hayden Mackay knows this track well, using the outside line already, cutting down on turn 3 and 4 there, and then drifting back high again down the front straight. The 6 car of Kane Lawson in 4th place at the moment, looking pretty hot there, and the 17 of Marsden lifting the inside front wheel as well. 19, Malcolm Nata has made his way through from near the back of the field. Then we've got the 76 of Paul Berg, the 88 of Dave Manera, which is actually looking pretty rapid, I have to say, and the 34 of Ray Stewart. They're side by side as they go across start-finish. HPE 48, Gavin Hill, again lifting that inside front wheel. And then we go back to Burson, who just about tips the car over, such as the grip of the rear of that car, and the 92 of Grant Harkis. So there's your field, well spread out around the track now. But it's Ewan Shearing in the 69 who seems to be getting the most traction, making the most of the conditions. He's got a handy lead of about 4 or 5 car lengths over the 77 of Greg Johnson. He's under pressure from the 86 of Hayden Mackay and the 6 of Kane Lawson. Lawson very quick into turn 1 there, had to check himself as he came through 2. He's just lost his position slightly, and the 17 of Marsden closing on the back of him. Malcolm Nata staying with this front group. Then we've got a gap of about 12 car lengths back to the 34 of Ray Stewart and the 88 of Dave Manera. So Grant Harkis pulls into the infield, perhaps something not quite right with that car. And Shearing lifting that inside front wheel through turns 3 and 4. The 77 car of Johnson just dropped back a little bit now. Quite a bit of pressure on him from the 86 of Mackay. Lawson just trying to stay with Mackay, and the 17 car of Marsden absolutely flying down that back straight. We've got a pass coming up here, side by side. Lawson tucks up the inside and gets past Hayden Mackay. Mackay won't be happy about that. Lawson's got a good head of steam up now. Mackay's woken up and he's trying to get on the back of 6. The 17 car of Marsden closing on these guys too. Out front, another lap gets ticked off with the 69 car from Invercargill, Ewan Shearing. He's making this race look pretty easy while the rest of them are battling super hard out there. I see plenty of dust kicked up from turns 3 and 4. There must be a few cars.
Smoke off the back of the 34 car.
Okay, so smoke from Ray Stewart's car. Thanks, Jared. So Ewan Shearing increasing his lead. Greg Johnson holding on to second place for the time being, but it's tight there with the 6 of Kane Lawson and the 86 of Hayden Mackay right on the back, watching for a mistake. Ewan Shearing ticks off another lap. A little bit of a gap. There's Johnson, Lawson, Mackay, Marsden, and Malcolm Nartai seems to be getting a wriggle on now and catching on the back of the 17 of Marsden. 34 Ray Stewart's dropping back a little bit, and quite a gap back now to the 88 of Manera. Gavin Hill, Burson, who seems to have missed the setup for this race completely, the 76 of Paul Berg, and he's going to be the first to be lapped if Ewan Shearing can make up the gap in one lap. I don't think he will. White flag comes out, so it's last lap time. Ewan Shearing, he's got this race in the bag. He's done all the hard work in the previous laps now. He's just got to bring it home. 77, Greg Johnson's been battling hard there. Bit of damage on the back of Kane Lawson's car. Not sure if that was Hayden Mackay ran into the back of him or where that's come from. But there's your checkered flag. Race winner, Ewan Shearing. Easy, job done. Johnson just gets there in second from Kane Lawson, who might have been thinking he was driving the Superstock.
Malcolm Nartai has lost his roof. And I think Gavin Hill's about to run over.
Ooh, he's just avoided it.
No, you wait till the yellows come on, then you run over it for him. Good to see. So that was Ewan Shearing drove one brilliantly. He picked it beautifully. He knew that car just leant right over onto the right rear for most of that race. He didn't run low like a lot of the other cars did.
No, he didn't. No, 100%.
He just sat that middle of the track and it worked him an absolute treat. But yeah, the guys behind him just no answer.
I think the track caught a lot of them out.
Definitely.
The track definitely caught them. Like, if you were going for a Warren of Fitness, Ian Burson's going to save on tyre tread on that left front.
Yeah.
You see how high the 3NZ car was leaning over, just the way it was set up and the driviness of the track.
Yeah.
I think that would work well for him if he was on pole.
Yeah.
Being middle of the pack where you've got to try and cut your way through, you do need to be able to turn the car. And interesting to watch Malcolm Nartai. Granted, he had a weight loss strategy halfway through, right at the end of the race where his roof decided to blow off. But he cut through in those first couple of laps half the pack.
He did. He made them quickest out there.
Made them look very, very silly. And they would love to give you the lap times, but the
have you noticed
lap scoring's gone a bit.
Malcolm's driving style of that car in the last few meetings? He normally likes to hang it out and be up high. Yep. He's driving that car very similar to the way Richie does, but he's getting through the corners and down low in half a car width off the pole line and getting it round, and it's actually very fast, and he's making up some good ground.
He is. It's a good car, of course. Sister chassis too, Richie Taylor's.
Yes, and just had the roof trimmed to make it look like a telehandler.
and yeah, you kind of get the feeling that he's serious about it now. It's not so much about having fun, it's about actually trying to get maximum performance out of car and driver combination.
Exactly, and that last meeting when the track went slick, Malcolm was the big mover in that, he was hot on the heels in second spot.
He was.
And just actually talking about the damage.
Hi, my name is Kane Lawson, owner and operator of My New Start. I'm here in Canterbury buying as-is, where-is homes. With My New Start, it's important to me that I deal directly with every customer when facilitating the purchase of your earthquake-damaged home. From the start of the process to the final settlement, you will only deal with me. So to discuss the sale of your earthquake-damaged home, call me anytime on 0800 697 827 or visit mynewstart.co.nz.